Is Kirk Hammett better than Marty Friedman? No. Well, there is at least one point where I would say Kirk has the upper hand compared to Marty Friedman. Let's find this out in today's video. Here we go. Hey Guitar Champion, what's going on? I'm 𝙎𝙤𝙢𝙚𝙦 back from my practice cave and welcome to today's video. As you might know, I'm a huge fan of Marty Friedman. And as you might know when you know this channel, I'm also not the biggest fan of Kirk Hammett anymore. While Marty Friedman upgraded the way how we see guitar solos in the late 80s and still can keep up with that level of creativity till today, Kirk for sure inspired a lot of us in our beginning when we started to play guitar, but as a lead guitar player he even downgraded his skills in the last decades. But today I don't want to talk about guitar solos and licks and whatnots. Today I want to talk about rhythm. A few years ago I joined a Megadeth tribute band called Megalife. And of course one of the first songs that we've learned was Holy Wars. In my preparation of Holy Wars I was listening to the isolated tracks of Holy Wars on YouTube and my mind was blown away. I came across something really incredible. Listen. You might not recognize this first, so let's listen to it again. I absolutely love the articulation and the punch in this riff. What Mustaine is doing here is absolutely incredible. The mixture out of potato, staccatissimo and staccato played notes is mwah. And then I got curious how they recreated back in the day this kind of punch and energy in a live situation, and I was shocked with Marty's playing. Listen to this live version from 1992. I tried to pan the audio so that you can hear Marty's guitar a little bit better than Dave's guitar. It may not sound like much, but I was disappointed. The punch, the precision, the articulation, the energy, it's all gone. And then on the same day this video showed up on my YouTube feed. There we go. And here I was really surprised by Kirk's playing. He got punch, he got articulation, speed, precision, energy, and all of that in one of the hardest Metallica songs, Metallica riffs. But what is he doing different to Marty? Well, I can't tell you exactly what is different, and while Marty Friedman will always be limited when it comes to rhythm guitar playing or alternate picking. And the problem is this. Rhythm guitar, especially metal rhythm guitar, is based on fast single note alternate picking lines. When we take a look at all the alternate picking masters, nearly every one of them has one thing in common. Their picking mechanic comes from the wrist, especially the so-called radial and ulnar deviation. Now, when you have seen my ultimate guide for speed picking video here on YouTube, which really needs an update, some things has changed in the last 2 years, you know that we have 3 ways to move our wrist. Radial and ulnar deviation, supination and pronation, flexion and tension. Supination and pronation is a movement that more comes from the forearm, so this movement works together with radial and ulnar deviation as well as the flexion and the tension. This is the reason why we can do this. Now, by trying to combine flexion and tension together with radial and ulnar deviation, this doesn't work so good anymore. You can test that out by yourself. It's really easy. Just take your arm, flex your wrist, and now try with the flexed wrist to lift it into that direction or to bring it down to that direction. You will see this is way much harder when we are doing it compared to when we are doing it like this. When we are doing it the Marty way, more muscles are involved, so it's more exhausting for our arm, and it is really harder for our brain because it has to send the information to several amount of muscles instead of like 1 or 2 muscles that are necessary for the correct movement. And with that technique, Marty is losing flexibility, he's losing speed, he's losing accuracy, he's losing so much potential in his right hand. He would never be able to play riffs like Creeping Death, Blackened, or Damage Inc. with the same strength and the same articulation like Kirk or James are doing it. By the way, if you want to learn more about the correct way to speed pick and to solve all your picking problems with bulletproof practice routine, fun musical etudes, quick workouts and more than 50 exercises and licks, then check out my online masterclass, the ZEN of Speedpicking. Link is in the description box. Kirk, on the other hand, could change some habits in his right hand as well. Not flexing the fingers, using more supination and pronation movement when changing the strings and runs, etc, etc. Now, I know a few points where you can criticize me right now. First, isn't everything a little bit taken out of context? Yes, I cannot really prove my statement here with only 2 videos, but I can prove this statement with the years of experience that I have working on my own technique and analyzing my own technique as much as possible, but as well teaching to other guitar players and helping them with my methods from the ZEN of Speedpicking. I had a lot of guitar players that tried out the Marty way, or they started with the Marty way, and they all failed when it comes to alternate picking runs or to rhythm guitar, fast rhythm guitar. And second, of course, could Marty and Kirk care about what I'm saying here? Of course not. They are 1,000 times more successful than me. Why should they listen or care about what I am saying? Well, the moral of that story is it's not about Kirk and Marty. This video and what I want to share here is about you. Awareness about our technique is one of the most helpful tools when it comes to improve as a guitar player. Since I started to approach playing guitar with this philosophy, my technique skyrocketed. And it will become even better and better in the future because every day I'm learning and making progress. Stop thinking, yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing, I'm just doing it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it does not work. Knowledge is power, and to gain that knowledge is super easy. You only have to subscribe to this channel, of course, and get the ZEN of Speedpicking. No, real talk. With all the information that we nowadays get on the internet, it is super easy to analyze your playing on a whole different level. It is never too late to learn, and it's never too late to change habits. I'm changing habits all the time in my picking, and I always see results. But more about this in some upcoming future videos. So don't miss to subscribe to this channel if you want to see some videos on how to change your bad habits, because I'm currently changing my bad habits a lot. If you want to learn more licks and concept about Marty Friedman, then I also recommend to check out my Patreon, because my Patreon community decided that the month of August will be the month of Marty Friedman. This will be the topic of the month, and in this month we are going to check out licks, exercises, concepts, solos, all of this kind of stuff from Marty Friedman. So much about that. If you like this little video, I would be really happy about a subscribe. Leave a like and leave a comment which kind of guitar player you would love to see me analyzing with this kind of method a little bit more. I hope I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers and power your progress. Bye.